Good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, April 21st, day 57. And I'm packed up, ready to go. It's 6:54, and this is the Nye River, where three of us were all camped down in here, and then there's two more on the other side of the swinging bridge. The Sprinter, Double D, and I camped in here. Probably one of the better nights rest I've had. Was doubled up on my meals last night and had some good hot chocolate and enjoyed a really good night's rest last night. Got about 16 miles to do today. And I'm gonna go into Stanables, the second Stanables, in Harrisonburg, I believe is where that is. Try to catch up on some of these videos again, like I did the last time I stayed at the hospital. I hope they have good Wi-Fi. That's my goal, and maybe do some slack packing as well. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and give you some views and whatever I'm seeing. It's beautiful down in here in this valley along this river. The foliage is full bloom. This looks great. It's cool, winds blowing through here. It was a little warm last night for me, especially since I got a 0-degree quilt. I got to get sent home. Planning to get that sent home here shortly and get something that's not quite so warm. All right, I will give you more as I get it. Talk to you later. Did I say Tye River? This is the Tye River, Tye River, where I am. I'm not sure what I said, but that's what it is. Also, pray for Brad Bragg, one of my good friend's brother, who just had surgery yesterday, and the doctors are trying to determine whether or not he has colon cancer. So he had polyp, had colonoscopy, and they saw a polyp, and they said, well, you need to take this out. So he just had surgery yesterday to have a piece of his colon taken out, and then they're testing it for cancer. Pray for the doctors, pray for wisdom, and pray for Brad Bragg. Really great guy, military man who's spent his life in the military. Now is retired from that and doing other things. Be praying for him and the doctors as they decide what to do next and what's going on with him. Thank you. Nice, cool 50s. Nice trail to walk on. I got a pretty good incline to do today, 6 miles up before I start down. I've been kind of expecting that, but it's nice and cool and lots of foliage, keep the sun off of me. Of course, the sun's not over the mountain yet, but it's beautiful in here. This is, when you sign up to hike the Appalachian Trail, and everybody talks about how it's a green tunnel. This is kind of what I had imagined most of the trail being like. It so far has not been, but it's getting there now that spring is finally catching up with me. So I love being in the woods like this and hiking in the woods like this, especially when it's not 90 degrees and 110% humidity like where I'm from. We don't even camp after June hardly because it's so hot, unless you got a camper with air conditioning. This is wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful hardwoods mixed in with some pines and cedars. Looks good. That's a maple right there. Right, little bitty maple. It's pretty. All right, I'm gonna keep rolling. Just wanted to let you know the temperature was in the 50s this morning, and nice hiking weather. I'm sure it's gonna get warm today. There's a front coming, or rain coming anyway tomorrow. It's like almost 100% chance tomorrow for rain. So that's another good reason to be at the hostel. I'll hike in the rain, but spend the night at the hostel and try to get these videos done. I'm still about a week behind on getting them all out. So by the time you hear this, you'll know I've been doing my best trying to get them out. It just takes a lot of time and effort, but it's worth it. I'm not griping or complaining. I'm glad to be able to do it. Thanks the Lord for the blessing to be here and strength to do all the things that I'm doing. It's been good. All right, I'll talk to you later. Oh, fun times were had by all. I need to put that in the bells on a banner. Oh my. Oh, here we go. I'll explain that last comment. I grew up in a real small town with a small newspaper, and often the newspaper would publicize social events and things and put a picture in there telling who all was involved and all that. And then always at the end of the article about that event, they would say, fun time was had by all. This was, and I don't remember it when I was growing up. What I remember it from was now they publish pages from the past, and they'll put out something that they put in the newspaper 50s, 60s, and it's just funny. A fun time was had by all. When I saw those rocks, I was thinking, oh my goodness, I've got to climb over all those rocks. And all the people that have come over here have griped about it, I'm sure, including me. So I would say a fun time was had by all. Tongue in cheek. And it's still rocky. Not quite that bad though. All right, hope you got it. That was a joke. Catch you later. More of the same. Got to go through there. You just climb over, just make your way without killing yourself with bad ankles. Here we go. Made it through that last section unscathed. Now I'm up where I can see this farmland again that I was seeing yesterday. We were way over there on that mountain when I was seeing it. It's pretty. I got another word I'm waiting to use. I'm just waiting on the right opportunity to use it. Stealing it from Meriwether Lewis when he first saw the falls of the Missouri. I'm gonna steal that his phrase when he saw that. When I get to the right spot to use it. Sometimes your only option is just water from a little hole like this. There's a spring coming out of the ground and it just forms a little hole, so you have to scoop it, pour it into your filter bag, and then filter it. It's always not the best ideal situation, but I need water, so I gotta get it. It's coming out of the ground, make a little pool right there to scoop it out of. Oh. Wow. That's the mountain and just came over all the way up through there on the other side. That valley down in there is where I was camped last night. It came off of that mountain yesterday. That's the priest up there. It's pretty. Hazy today. Oh, a big old rock up here. I just came down through there. I'm going this way. You know, a few weeks ago, it's probably been a month ago now, really can't keep up with time out here, but I mentioned about men and about, about my dad and about how good a man he was, and I had him for 18 years before he passed away, and how much of an influence he had on my life. You know, there are people that come into your life that have profound impacts on you. Another one of those in my life was my father-in-law, who never knew my dad, but kind of took the role that I needed as a young adult, and was one of the finest examples next to my dad of a Christian and of a man who loved the Lord. So I thank the Lord for what he's done in my life and how he's put people, the right people at the right times. My father-in-law gave me a job when I was ready to leave the ministry and needed to do something different. And gave me a job working in construction, which ultimately led to me doing what I'm doing now. And as the Lord worked these things out for me. Ministry is not for everybody, and it is tough on those who are in it. So if you've got a pastor, youth minister, minister of music, somebody in your church, pray for them. It's tough. It's not easy. It's a challenge every day, because you got hundreds of people that you got to try to please, which is impossible to do. But anyway, I just thank the Lord for my father-in-law who loved me almost like a son, not, a son-in-law. And he took me in, took me like I was his son. And the Lord just blessed me. I don't know why the Lord blessed me so much in my life. I didn't deserve it, but I thank him. I'm glad he did. And I challenge you, men, to be that kind of a man too in your days, with people you come in contact with, your children, your son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws. They need you. They need you more now than I ever did. The world is so hard now. Be that example for them. All right, that's the sermon for today. We can pass the plate now. I'm just kidding. I had a little smoother ground. I could talk a little bit, so I thought I would share what was on my heart. Pray for Brad Bragg. I hadn't got a report on him yet. I expect to get something next couple of days. Pray for him. Talk to you later. One of those old rock fences down here at a gap. I've been seeing a lot of day hikers today. Do you believe that? I didn't think it was that great a view up there, but apparently it's a good place for people to hike. I was showing you this old fence though, rock fence. Been passing, there's tons of day hikers. I see where they all parked anyway. Just crossed the Blue Ridge Parkway again. This thing runs all over the trail. Guess it stays along the Appalachians too. Blue Ridge, yeah, it makes sense. I know when I get in Shenandoah's, also it turns into what's it called? It's the same road, and it crosses the trail. It's got a different name in the Shenandoah's. Oh shoot, not Highline, it's something else. Anyway, I've been hiking too long. I can't take too much oxygen away from my brain. I'll think of it. Skyline. Not Highline, but Skyline Drive. Everybody's screaming at me I'm sorry. I need help, all I can get. Oh my, what do we have here? Oh my. Wow. Wow. I mean, as far as you can see, it's a big bowl or valley or I don't know. It might be on the eastern edge of the Appalachians. Wow. Wow. I wish it wasn't quite so hazy. It's almost like summertime haze. It's beautiful. Wow. Let me see what this is called so I can tell you. I know it's got to have to have a name. See that little cedar there? This is called Cedar Cliffs. Cedar Cliffs.